Hi there, Sydney Brown here. Welcome back to the Memoir Mastermind, Writing and Publishing for Beginners. We are talking today about the magic of writing journals. Now, I don't mean writing in journals, I mean writing journals. So there's so many different ways you can write and journal write and write journal. I mean, it can be a little overwhelming because you're like, okay, now I'm writing about writing. Seriously? Yeah, kind of. But it's important that you do this because it just really is one of those things that help you stay, get your arms around what you're doing and your big goals. But just like a captain of a ship, they've got their logs. They've got how many miles they sailed, the weather, things like that. Their events at the sea. If you're exercising, you'll have your health, your measurements, and you're tracking all of those things. It's important that whatever your goal is, that you're doing this so you can track and monitor your progress. And that really is the main reason that you want to have a writing journal. So just think of it, kind of like your personal little writing coach. This is one of mine. I have a few things that I use actually, but it has, the insides you can take out, so you'll have empty. You can just keep refilling these, but you will over time really find that going back and reviewing them is a lifesaver, because you'll see where you started and the progress that you made, and you're like, wow. And also, I don't know if you do like iPad or on your phone or something, but I also have digital ones that I personally do all my idea tracking on there, just because they all interact with each other. My computer, my iPad, even my watch, I can access everything through them. So it's really kind of cool in today's technology. But anyway, what we're going to talk about and if you are part of the I Remember When memoir project, then you definitely came to the right place, because this is where I'm going to talk to you about getting your writing journal started and starting logging your progress. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about the I Remember When project, look in the description, because this is one of the programs that I have, and I have my students doing basically a personal memoir in a year's time. Now, they can do it faster than that, or they can do it, take that full year. It's not just about producing a book. It's really about, the self-reflection, the personal exercises, and yes, the writing. It's honing a craft. It's learning how to get better at something, feel better about yourself, and to get some closure as you go through the processes of doing this. Now, I'm not a therapist. I don't pretend to be one, but I have been a person who has screwed up a lot in my life, and I wish I had a mentor in my younger years. So I do what I can now to make sure that I'm a voice in someone's ear that whispers, you can do this for yourself. You're allowed to make these decisions for yourself. You deserve this. And so if you're in a place where you think you don't have time to do this, you don't know if you're going to be good enough, I'm going to tell you right now, you can do this. You deserve this. You should do this. You need to spend a year, whatever the time that you allocate is your decision. If it's 5 minutes a day, if it's, an hour a week, if it's an hour a day, if it's 5 hours a day, it's up to you. That's your decision. And this is your journey. At the end of this journey, you literally will have a book that you can hand down to your family members, or maybe publish. But you don't have to be a professional writer to share amazing stories. You don't have to worry about, I don't want to go through all of this education. I don't want to become a writer. I just wanted to share my stories. And if that's you, then you're absolutely in the right place as well, because you're going to enjoy your year. You're not going to feel pressured unless you do it to yourself. And I urge you not to beat yourself up for anything. But I do work with a full range of people, whether they are, maybe in their 60s or 70s and putting down their documented stories, their recipes, their memories, for generations to come, so that they can leave them something amazing. And that can be handed down generation after generation. Or if it's people who went through breast cancer, I went through that journey too. And when you see other people starting that journey and you made it through, there's something in you that just wants to help them, and you want to share your knowledge. And sometimes the people who need to have that knowledge shared, they don't know how to ask, but they want to be able to read something to fill themselves with that knowledge. So sometimes it's not easy for them to ask, but it is easy for them to grab a book. So if you have an overcomer story, then obviously this is something for you too. But I've totally gone sideways. I do want to really hone in right now. I want to assure you that if you're watching this video, your story matters. You need to do this for yourself and for those that you care about. So the writing journal is the first part, one of the very first things that you really want to make sure that you understand and that you kind of start engaging in. This is one of those things that while you're doing research and while you're learning other things, you can start integrating this early, or you can wait until the second month, something like that, and give yourself some time to not be overwhelmed. But the sooner you start your writing journal, the better, because literally it is an amazing thing to review early journals and see where you started, because it's very encouraging to go back and look at your earlier ideas and your earlier paragraphs and see just by practicing and just writing, pouring out, you get better. You're going to keep getting better. But so it really can. Your writing journal can be something as simple as just a notepad. You could do something, I call this fancy, but I wanted something very special to me that I would want to keep nearby, and wouldn't be afraid to have it sitting on a table and looking, pretty. But I just as often use my iPad or my phone to put notes into. So whatever you choose to use is absolutely fine. It's your choice. Everything is your choice as you do this. But let's go into the reasons for a writing journal. That's what we're going to start talking about, and then we're going to talk about 10 valuable tips to start and maintain, keeping that journal up and going. I am excited to take you through this journal journey, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. I will be honest, at the beginning, it doesn't always feel natural, and it feels sometimes like, I don't know, what am I supposed to write? I really don't have anything that I want to write. Maybe I just wait until something inspires me. If you do that, you may never pick it up. So try, even if it's just for, literally just once a day, pick it up, put the pen in your hand and look at the paper and just force yourself to write 2 or 3 sentences. Whatever's in your head, it doesn't matter. If you do something like that, at least you've caused yourself to start building that self-discipline, and it'll start, manifesting itself. As you go through and you do get an idea, then you run for your journal and you write down your ideas. But stay with me. We're going to delve deeper into the topic, and we're going to enhance our lives, our writing lives, and our personal lives as we do this. So really hang in there. Make the effort to do this. Your writing journal matters, just like your story matters.